Hey guys, I'm Steph, your host for Sundays on the Many Shades of Gay. So, this week's big question is, how can I be the change? And when I think about it, it's really not this week's question. It is the century's question. It is the question, one of the many difficult and impossible questions of life to answer. How can one person be the change in something so big? Well, thinking about change reminded me of something I learned in school this year. I took psychology this year, and there's this thing called sensory adaptation, and I'll tell you why the idea of sensory adaptation reminds me of our community and how we can be the change. So basically, what sensory adaptation is, when you step into a pool, it is extremely cold at first, and your body's like, what are you doing? Get out of there. You're so uncomfortable. Well, after a few minutes of being in the water, your body adapts to it, and eventually you are more comfortable in the water than you are outside of the water. So, this to me is the same kind of issue that we're facing right now. The LGBT community is cold water, we'll say, and the rest of society is a person trying to step into it, and it's uncomfortable for them because it's different. And I think that everyone can understand the feeling of being uncomfortable by something different, whether it's temperature, whether it's being around someone different than you, or getting a new haircut that's different. It's difficult at first, and we don't always adapt right away. And I think that our community is in a spot right now where if we stay constant, if we keep the push for equal rights, if we keep up just being ourselves in general in public and holding your girl's hand, or guy, however you identify, be yourself and be comfortable with yourself, because the comfort that you have will spread to other people, just like sensory adaptation. When they step in to this world and see a bunch of people just like them living and existing and trying to survive, I really think that everyone else will adapt. And it's not necessarily one person's job. One person isn't the change. It is a group of individuals who can make the change. And I think that's an interesting concept, and it really brings meaning to a community, the LGBT community. LGBTQ, we'll say. I don't know. LGBTQ and whatever other letters. I think the fact that we are a community is a big change that can make the world a better place and make living so much better. It's something that society can't dodge. They can't dodge us because we're here and we're living. And pretty soon they will adapt to us, and it won't be uncomfortable, and we won't be someone different than them. We'll all be one. We'll all be people. It's no longer gays and straights. It's just people. Just like it's no longer black and white. It's just a mixture of gray. It's a mixture of people living in a community, living in a society together. And that's how you can be the change. That's what I'm doing. Just living my life. Trying my hardest to be happy. I think that's how we can all be the change. And I think that's also what it means to be prideful. To be yourself, no matter what happens. Not to back down because of a few insults or a few harsh jokes or something. Just be yourself, and change will come. Alright, I hope everybody has a good week. See you later.